All right, hello everyone, and welcome to Bob Plays Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts on Legendary difficulty. I'm Bob the Orc, and tonight we are going to do a little bit of Inquisitioning after work. I'm not as tired as I was last night, but I'm pretty tired. I had another long day. Think we're in the busy season, kind of back to school rush, plus getting ready for the holidays. Everything's kind of crazy at the office, and we've been doing a lot of catch-ups. So I haven't had as much time to play as I normally would, but I'm still trying to play a little bit. So my plan is I'm going to play for a couple hours tonight, then I'm going to go catch some sleep, then I got to go into the office at stupid o'clock in the morning probably to work on some things. So big shout out to New Jersey for being the first one here. Yep. I've been starting a lot of my streams with just different soundtracks I think are cool. So let's get to it. Let's see what we got going on. So right now we're still making money. We're at peace with everybody. Our crew are trained. That's good. And we have just piles and piles of money. I'm having a hard time getting France to go to war with me. The Soviets sure don't like me. We're going to probably have to deal with them pretty soon. So we're invading Canada because Canada, it's causing trouble. Now I'm not calling anybody tonight. If you guys want to join me, you can hang out on Discord, but I don't have a lot of energy to do anything complicated. I am wiped out. I'm pooped. So we're just gonna go game for a little bit. I'm gonna go drink. I'm gonna game as long as it takes for me to drink my cup of tea, and then I'm gonna go to bed. That's my plan. I've got to start getting stuff ready for. Where'd my ships go? I thought I had some ships coming over this way. I want to start getting things ready for me to kind of wind down for the night. I got these guys there. I thought I had some Dulcineas that were... I thought I had a battle fleet coming somewhere. They're not there. They're not there. They're not there. They're not there. They're not in North Oceania. So in Southeast Asia somewhere maybe, but where? We're in Southeast Asia. They're not in Manila. Where the heck do these ships go? Are they in Singapore? Oh, there they are. They're in Singapore. Okay. We got all these paladins, and everybody's kind of getting fixed up. All right, so can I retrofit any of these guys? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Soft cushion, nope. It says I only got 14 of these. I should have a lot more soft cushions. What happened to the rest of them? I've got some down here. Are we just having disappearing ships again? Because I lost a bunch of... I've got a crap load of them. Eastern South America. I've got a bunch of them in Eastern South America. What? Oh, that's right, because they're going down here to deal with all this stuff. That's right. They were... Whoops. Too far. That's right. You guys are down here. That's where all y'all have been hiding. Alright, so I gotta send you guys back somewhere where I can refit you, put you someplace useful. I'll probably send everybody back up to, like, New York. Although, I might need these guys. If I end up going to war with the Soviets, I might need... Well, I can send them through the Suez Canal if necessary. So... Alright, so these guys, these 29 battleships, these are all soft cushions and other stuff. So let's go send you guys all up to New York. And we're just going to get that dealt. 6 turns, holy crap. 6 turns, really? Do I have any place faster that I can get you to? I mean, I guess I could try sending him into... Pop him into Uruguay. Screw it, let's see if we can do that. Because I want to get these guys retrofit. These are all 20 knot. Alright, let's go put you into Uruguay. Maybe... That's going to overload that port. Poor guys. And then these guys here, these light cruisers. We need to... Oh, these are all like the random other light cruisers for just stuff. I'll send you guys up to... I'll pop you up to Norfolk. And, or we could put you in San Juan and try and refit all this stuff. I don't know what kind of guys are there, though. How do you make a 130,000 ton galleon? That's nuts. That's a huge ship. Hey, Shadow Wolf. So yeah, if I put these guys anywhere, it's gonna take them a while to get someplace. I'm not gonna retrofit them for a while. I could probably just leave them be. But we'll send them up to Norfolk, and they can get kind of refitted, and I'll figure out what I want to do with them. And then these guys here. So these guys, these are Tulsa cruisers. These are all like old, not great ships. So we're going to send you guys up to Norfolk also. And, well, the problem is you guys are going to need to patrol kind of this area. So you know what? We're going to... What's the bigger port? It's 12,000 tons. It's 11. I'm just going to park you guys down here. And you guys can go protect this area here. This kind of gets everybody hopefully out of the way. We got these torpedo boats. I probably ought to do something about the... I need to get these guys better torpedoes also. So we're just going to go start parking... Let's just start parking all these guys. I need to retrofit them at some point. Or maybe I'll just make new destroyers. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these guys yet. That's a tomorrow decision. I'm too tired to figure that out. Alright, so we got these guys getting handled. These guys are gone. These torpedo boats, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't need them around here anymore. I'm just going to park them. I'll just park you guys here, and I'll deal with them later. And I've got all these invasion ships. So, it's just a matter of time before I end up in a war with the Soviets, I think. Because they've been itching for a fight for a while. And... when I attack them... I really need to block them in. Which means I need to get them from the Asia side. And I need to take their northern ports up here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to send all of these ships back to various ports to repair. And we'll use these to either go after France or take out, whatever we have to with the Soviets, depending on who ends up being stupid first. I think that's the plan. So all these guys, we're going to send you back over there. And we're just going to start getting people back in shape. Send you guys to Santa Cruz. Is that Central Atlantic? That's Central Atlantic. Yeah, we'll send you guys over here. And we're just going to get everybody kind of back in port and repaired and everything. I think this is pretty much everybody. I think we're in good shape. At least good enough. Except for this guy, and they're still conquering them, and then it'll take a little while. All right, right on. So we're in good shape. Yeah, I've been needing to repair and refit my ships for a long time. Italy's actually been nice to me, New Jersey. So maybe I'll save them for later, but they do have good food. Oh well. Let's see. What's this? No. I'll just let them get pissed off. Haven't lost any transports. China's kicking the hell out of France. Look at that. We're up to 187% on the transport, so that's going pretty well. You know, not great, but you know, pretty good. Our tonnage, we're doing good. Let's see if we can. Let's go refit. Let's be 7 months. Yeah, screw it. We'll just start refitting you guys. Go refit you. All right. And I may just scrap old ships and build new ones. I haven't decided yet. So, I mean, Italy's average tech. I mean, none of these guys are really great tech. I don't want to mess with Italy yet. China likes me okay. I mean, we could go ahead and piss off the Soviets. I mean, they've got a lot of territory and a lot of army logistics, but they're very behind on their tech. I bet I could raffle stomp them. So, all right, screw it. We'll piss them off. I don't like communism anyway. Hot tea after work is the best, by the way. Lots of enemy mines getting damaged. I need to start building. Oh, I'm going to have to build some minesweeper ship. Wow, look at all these repairs I'm having to do all of a sudden. That's a lot of repairs. All right, I need to solve this. And we can cut down on the crew training quite a bit, I think. All right, so we have to sort out these repairs. How are we doing research-wise? That's all going well. Let's look at it by status. One turn and then we're going to have a lot more tonnage, so that's fine. We're just going to let it roll. So what have you guys been up to? New Jersey's been building giant ships, because that's what New Jersey does. What about you, Shadow Wolf? What have you been up to? Oh, modern cruisers, baby! This may be time for some modern cruisers. Let's keep pissing off the French. We're building that up pretty well. Alright, so I've been working playing video games. That's mostly it for me. I wonder. Ducted propeller. All right, that's kind of cool. If I were to, just out of curiosity, what are these modern cruisers looking like? But that's kind of intriguing. I may end up building me a bunch of modern cruisers and scrapping a lot of the old stuff. Modern heavy cruiser. Speed of 33 knots. Oh, baby. That's a sexy looking ship. Modern light cruiser doesn't go as fast. I mean, modern battleship goes fast, but this modern heavy cruiser, what's the main tower spotting like on this? 6,500 spotting? That's not bad. We might be building some modern cruisers and scrapping all the old stuff soon. That might be what I do. That way I can free up all the old crew. We got Mark IV 11-inch guns. Or Mark V 9-inch. So we're going to have some interesting things coming up. Oh, can I refit any of this stuff? Wait, how much tonnage do I have available? 318... Not that much. 30, 40. I could do like 2 of these. And then we'll be able to do a bunch more next turn. Alright, so right on. I don't really want a super heavy cruiser. I want something fast. I like fast ships. That way they won't expect the Spanish Inquisition. If it's too slow, then it's easy to expect them. Alright, so... problem is if I go to war with the Soviets, the French are going to start liking me again, which is going to be really annoying. Alright, so let's go fix up some more of these soft cushions. 280, well, that's, I can't fix up that many. So alright, we can definitely fix up that many. Let's see, 259. We'll get most of these fixed up here in just a little bit. 342. We'll fix up that small one. There we go. And now we're all happy. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, they'll pack a pretty good punch, I think. Mm. We got modern destroyers now, too. We got New Brunswick. That's good. So we've done really well. We've gotten most of Canada except for northern Canada and central Canada or Canadian prairies. All right, so you boys, you're gonna go back to New York also. Let's go finish refitting the last of these soft cushions. Can we fix up any of the other stuff? Unexpecteds. 4 months? Sure, let's do that. Boom. Yeah, just a lot of fixing things up. Alright, so there we go. And who do we want to piss off? I guess... I mean, we could go... We're not going to be pissing off the French. They every time I get into an argument with the Soviets, the French just like me too much. So I'm going to make nice with Japan. And then we're going to get into a fight with the Soviet Union, I think. I think that's going to be the plan. Especially once I see how fast the Soviet ships go. And we're just going to make a general-purpose cruiser for kicking ass and taking names. Because especially if the Soviets have older technology, I'm not going to need a big battleship to take them out. Alright, sure, let's go to war with the Soviets. Wow, they just paid me $1 trillion fucking to not go to war. No, it was $1 billion. Okay. They paid me $1 billion to not go to war. Yeah, that's the other difficulty, is that how am I supposed to go to war with countries if they won't go to war with me? This might actually make it really difficult to do a full map clear, now that I think about it. I don't want Mark 1 18-inch guns. I want better small guns. We'll start pumping into the small gun technology also. Alright, so... I guess we're just gonna hang out and develop technology. This may be the problem with doing a full map clear at this point. I may be too powerful and maybe nobody wants to go to war. And I don't know how much money they're sitting on. Maybe I'll have to piss everybody off at me. I mean, I could go to war with Japan, but I really don't want to, and they don't have. Japan doesn't really have anything I need. And I guess I could though. Japan's not really a threat. I could just nom nom them with my ships. So yeah, I guess I'll piss off Japan. I really don't want to attack Japan. I really want to take out France or the Soviets, but that's okay. We'll just do this. I think I've gotten all these guys. We'll get you guys going. I'll take 7 months. That's probably a dumb idea. I should probably just scrap them. Hey, Vorgath, how are you doing?
Not too bad. Just for some reason, I had absolutely no audio.
Oh, okay. Right on. I'm just sinking a few ships before I go to bed. Well, right now I'm just trying to upgrade some ships before bed. I guess that's about as good as we're going to get. Now, this Nuremberg. Do I even have any of these? I don't even know. I got plenty of money. I'll have to go start pumping that up a bit. Alright, so I guess, yeah, let's just keep going. Yeah, I'm going to have a hard time getting into a fight if nobody wants to fight me. But on one hand, it's probably more realistic. I'll probably just need to start pissing everybody off more. Just so I can get into a fight with anybody. Okay, we're at 200%, so now we can drop you back down to... There we go. Because I really have more money than I know what to do with. So maybe this is the time that I start...
If only that were true in reality, huh?
No shit, eh? So I could build... I really want my cruisers to have 11-inch guns. So I'm going to hold off a little bit and just start cranking out the tech. Small gun barrels. We'll wait till I have the new rangefinders. I don't care about diesel engines. And I probably... What I might do is I might scrap all of the existing older ships and build newer, better ones. But we'll see what kind of fight I end up getting into. Let's see here. I can piss off Japan. But let's make sure I don't have any unrest. And we'll piss off the Soviets again, because I really want to fight France, but if I can't fight France, then we'll get the Soviets, I suppose. The Soviets are going to be a big mess to fight, because they're just so frickin' big. And what I ought to do, actually, is... So these ships here, what are these? These are Zorro class and Sancho Panzas, right? So these are all good. So once I get the better rangefinder, then I'll upgrade those guys. I guess I'll piss off Japan. I really want to take out France, but that just doesn't seem practical. I mean, the Soviets will be easy to contain, theoretically. So we'll just keep increasing tension, and we'll just sort of see how it goes. I'm going to need to take over... Oh man, if I could take over the Dardanelles right off the bat, that would be glorious. So you boys are all going to move right here to put you all there. Okay. How many more turns until I get the 2 more turns? All right. Hey, Slav. Now we just need JP and Captain. All right. We're going to go... All right, we got our war out freaking standing. Let's get some... Now, the big problem we're going to have is that the Soviets have 100% army logistics, which is going to suck for me. So we want to attack the Dardanelles if we can. And I think it's my dad calling. I'll be right back. Hang on. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. My dad called. All right, so we are going to take Gallipoli. Taking the Dardanelles. All right, so we need to start getting our fleet ready. I need to blockade these areas. So you boys are going to go right here. And then I need to get these guys. These guys, that's a lot of northern Russia. So we're going to go here. This Missouri's gonna just hang out. All right, so we got that going on. Oh, we got some trouble down in here. Holy crap! The Soviets took over Sicily. When did they do that? I didn't even notice that. All right, so let's. We're gonna have to do some. We're gonna have to do some stuff in the Mediterranean. I think we're gonna have to get these guys. Louisville, Tacoma. I'd like to get some of you guys in there, but maybe these are Inquisitors. These are older ships. These are not my best ships. All right, I'm going to send these guys. I'm going to send you guys in there. And then I need to go send some. Do I have any other people around here? Not really. So that's Western Mediterranean. Oh, they have a lot of stuff in here. All right. Man, this Missouri is not as great as I. Does this Missouri have radar? It's a Missouri-class ship. Where is my Missouri? 1927 Missouri. Here he is. So he does have oil, and he has the radar, and so all right. So he's good enough. All right. So Missouri, you're going to go in here, and you're going to take care of business also. That's a Texas. Not really my A team. So these Zorros here. I'm just going to park you guys over here. You guys are going to go over to there. We just have to start redeploying ships to deal with all this stuff. And these guys are probably going to stay up there just to guard the North Sea. You guys are going to hang out for now. Whatever I have down there, they're going to hang. I'll have these guys go to port there. And then you guys are just going to start working your way through some of this, I think. All right, so we got this stuff going on, and I've got some ships. I think I got some ships at Pearl Harbor, don't I? No, I don't. Where do I have these guys at? Don't have anybody there. I've got these guys. Yeah, I've sent those guys there to deal with that, but I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody here, do I? I'll send you up to Pearl Harbor and you can just hang out. I guess a lot of my ships are here in the Caribbean. And I've got a lot up this way getting refitted. Let's make sure that all these soft cushions are, they should all be done. 42 of them. Alright, one more turn for Gen 3 radar. So I'm going to wait a turn on that, and let's see what happens. I don't know if I want to go super heavy cruisers or not. Yeah, I'll see what's most economical. I'm not familiar. I mean, most of the Russian music I know is like the old, opera stuff, Tchaikovsky, things like that. But I know that they always have really good music whenever I've been to Russia or that part of the world in general. Eastern Europe as a whole is very big on music. I guess France and Soviets went to war. Alright, well, let's go nom nom that. There's the radar 2. Okay. Sweden. Really, are we going to war with Sweden? Fuck yeah, let's go get Sweden. How much do we need? We need 73,000 tons. There's 400,000 tons. Alright. Sweden it is. Can we do any more invasions? No. I don't really want to increase tension any more than I have to there. Wow, I took a lot of transport damage. Holy crap. Holy crap balls. Alright, so I can go Crump 5 if I want to do that. Although the armor's not that big of a deal for me. I've already got good armor. What I really want is I really want like double turrets on destroyers and stuff. Or more accurate turrets. So we're gonna go for that. So, Mark IV 12-inch guns, but that's more than I need. I could wait a few turns. I mean, I could go with Mark IV 11-inch guns, and I can upgrade later, and maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I just start building the ships I want from now. Maybe that's my plan. And if I were to make a new cruiser, let's make a totally new design. And I want at least a 32 knot cruiser. 33 knots is fine. So I'll go modern heavy cruiser. I want to make it as big as I can. We'll beef up the draught. And I want it to have We'll do... Why can't I fit you there? Do I need to make you wider to fit? So this basically, this won't fit. This advanced tower won't fit no matter what I do. I can do compact, which is still not awful. But I really wanted this advanced tower 1. Oh wait. Yeah, this is just not letting me put it anywhere. That sucks. I go with like a compact tower, which isn't horrible. I could go with... I go with triple 11.9-inch guns, which would be the biggest guns I can have on a cruiser. And go with all the goodies. Whoops. And go oil. I mean, that's already... This is already stacking it up a little bit more maybe than... Go minimum crew. I could narrow the beam to make it go a lot faster. That gives me about 3,000... It doesn't really affect the tonnage that much. Wait, 14... Yeah, so, alright. So we could do something like this. I need at least... So I need like a mega funnel is enough, right? So as far as secondary towers, I don't need a big secondary tower. So I want to save on the weight. Mini range fire tower, what's that? Long range accuracy 4.5. So that's plus 6 accuracy. 4.5 accuracy. Wow, these big towers give a lot of I don't think I need... That's a lot of base accuracy that I don't think I need on this. And I don't have the room for all that stuff anyway. And I don't really want... I mean, I could do this, but that's a lot of tonnage. I could do the mini rangefinder tower like this. And have... So I could go with a gun layout something like this. And why can't I... So I could do something like this maybe. The forward weight's too much. And I've got too much, so if I narrow the beam, I'm still... Let's see here. How am I going to do this? So I want super heavy. I want increased ammo. I want captain and high capacity. Actually, if I do something like this, what's my penetration value on that? That has not great penetration. It's like okay, but not. Alright, so I need to figure out how to strip some of the stuff down to make everything fit. That's 41 tons. If I were to go with a bigger barbette, because I could try to scooch some of this back. There's not enough. There's not really enough room for all this. What's my flash fire chance? Flash fire's chance 21. I go tube powder. Let's see here. This gives me a range right now of 33 kilometers. And this would give me a range of 28. And that gives me practically no flash fire chance. So we could try and shrink it down a little bit like this. I could drop you to, oh, you know what we could do? I can just drop the range. I mean, I want bigger range. I really do. I can raise that later. Or I can go 32 knots. That doesn't make a big difference. So I can do something like this. I really want a second battery. Now 10,000 meters is 6.8 versus 7.2, so there's a little bit of a difference in accuracy. I'd really like to have another layer of guns. Now one possibility is I go with 9-inch guns, but these won't do near the damage. 1,000 damage, 14. I mean, these are doing these do a lot of damage. Let's say I got really crazy. And let's say I put another gun turret there. And this is probably higher up than I need. I'd need to drop about 1,100 tons to fit that. This is a lot of firepower. So I drop down to 10 inches. No, that's just not... That's just not enough. The armor's not heavy enough. Where can I can go double bottom hull. I can go anti-torp 1. Let's see here. I can always add the bulkheads later. And, you know, something like this. Go barbette 3. I don't really like any of this stuff, but it's helping. And there we go. We just start skimping it down a little bit. So this thing has a lot of firepower at a very high speed. I don't have any secondary guns. This is this is not bad, actually. There we go. It's balanced. Most of the guns are pretty solid. This gun here is a little bit limited on its, but all the other guns are solid. This is pretty freaking solid. I mean, I can add a bunch of secondaries, but I don't know what I would do with them. I know I need some secondaries. What's the build time on this? The build time is 16 months, so I got to get started. So I could put I need to drop some more weight. Alright, so I need to... So these I'm going to scooch back just a little bit. That's too much aft weight. There we go. So perfect. So this gives me pretty goodish. How are the barbettes on this? This thing is... Alright, so there we go. So this right here, this is kind of good enough. It's got pretty good spotting. What's my spotting? Yeah, spotting range 25 kilometers, almost 26. It's fast as shit. It's 33 knots. It's got a lot of DACA. There we go. And so this is, and it's big. It's big. It's gonna be my conquistador. How the hell do you spell conquistador? Let's go Google this. All right, this is my conquistador class. Conquistador. Did I spell that right? Conquistador. Yep, it is an expensive ship. I'm going to build a lot of them. How many crew? 848 crew. Holy sweet Jesus. Okay, but we are going to build lots of these guys. $33 knots. Boom. This is going to be so worth it unless I fucked up the design, in which case I'll feel really sad. So, we are going to build an imperial crap ton of these. I have 355,000 tons of shipyard space. We're going to build 20 of them. Booyah! Alright, so we didn't go over... Nope, perfect. Alright, so we're building 20 of these guys. Where am I going to put them? I need probably most of them in Asia. We're going to kind of split them. I'll put 10 in Asia and 10 in probably the Mediterranean or someplace. So I think the Asian ones we'll put in the Philippines. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you guys are going to be built in... Where's the Philippines at? I can build them in Singapore. That might not be a bad spot. But I really want to build them in the Philippines for people to leave them alone. If I can find the Philippines. Here we go. Davao, East Philippines. We're going to build them right here. Boom. And then you guys... The other 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to build you guys probably in Scapa Flow. There we go. Alright, 16 months to build these. But these will dominate whatever I run into, I think. And then, since I'm going to need a lot of crew, I'll scuttle a bunch. I'll scrap a bunch of the old ships, and yeah, these have the 4 11s. These are 11.9, so it's a little bit. Wow, this didn't even hurt my income. Look at that. All right, can I do any invasionings? I don't want to piss off Japan yet. I want to just fight one at a time. All right, so. The big thing is I need to contain the Soviets and make sure they don't get anywhere.
Hello, Bob. Can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you. How you doing, JP? We are fighting Soviets now. Because, damn it, the French just won't go to war with me. So, we're getting what we can get. So let's go send you boys up here to go hit... I don't know how good this heavy cruiser is. A 10,000 ton heavy cruiser. Oh, these guys are small. We're just gonna keep them there on the blockade.
Hello, Bob.
Yes, can you hear me? We can hear you.
I can hear you.
All right. So let's go send these guys to go hit this fleet. Boop. And you've got a lot of A lot of things that are lots of baddies. That's 100%, so that's good. So they're doing good there. So I'm going to have to start picking off these battleships with whatever I've got. I could send over some of these various other ships over here. What do I have in New York? I've got a lot of just older ships. Well, these soft cushions have all been retrofitted. What on earth am I going to... Because once I take this northern rush, I don't have to worry about the rest. And I don't think I'm going to bother fixing up all these old ships, because these all have like a bunch of crew that can be used to man my newer stuff that's going to be built. So there's no point in fixing them up. So let's just start sending guys... These aren't really fighty ships. I'm going to send you guys all here. There we go. We'll just send you guys there. And then the ships in the Caribbean... I think you boys... I don't see any Soviet ships around here causing trouble, so I'm going to start sending you guys off this way. Just in... Well... They don't really have anybody out here in the... You know what I really need to do? I really need to start taking all this stuff. So, instead of sending them east... We're going to send these guys west. Because I'm not worried about any of this stuff. I'm worried about all this stuff over here. Actually, you know what? We're going to just start... You guys are taking care of that. And... That's where we're going to go, right there. All right. Here we go. Yeah, I bet you'd know a lot about that place, given that you're from that area. Is it... All right, here we go. Let's see how good these Soviet ships are. Well, now we're getting into the fight. They are kind of slow, actually. Oh, well, these torpedo boats are fast. This might be a raffle stomp, actually. All right, here we go. So what have you been up to, JP?
Oh, not much.
I've been working an awful lot, so that's why I haven't been around so much.
I've been catching that from you know, your absence on the streams. You even missed Saturday Night Stompy Robots.
Oh, we all just passed the hell out after that. It was bad. Let's see. I think these torpedo boats. You guys are going to go home and get pizza. I don't want to worry about you guys. And then these guys, You guys are going to be fighty. Alright, let's do this. Let's see how good these Soviet ships are. Yeah, my new cruisers, my Conquistador cruisers, are going to be probably my endgame cruisers. You know, I don't know if you saw me building them. 4 triple 11-inch guns. 11.9s, the biggest guns I can put on the cruisers. Radar Gen
Yes,
2, they go
I
33
sure
knots. Yeah, they're going to be either glorious or they're going to be a giant expensive waste of money. Let's go take a quick moment to inspect their torpedoes and see how far their torpedoes shoot, because that's good information. So these guys shoot 3 kilometers. 3 kilometers. 3 kilometers. 5 kilometers. 5, 3. So basically, they're, you know, as long as it's about the same as everybody else. As long as I stay at a reasonable distance, they're not going that fast. We're going to just mess them up. So I got our conga line of death. And take out all these little destroyers. Ooh. Yeah, this is not going to be a good day to be a communist, that's for sure.
What did those destroyers ever do to you?
They killed some of my transports. They got 15% of my transport capacity in like 2 turns. So we are going to exact retribution.
Man, I got stuck in a war today, and I couldn't get out of it. And my transports went to 0 and stayed there for like 3 years.
Holy shit. Well, just remember, it's only a war crime if you lose.
Couldn't get out of the war. I didn't lose.
See? So it's not a war crime. What happened when you had 0% transports? Did your economy just start to collapse, or?
It was odd. It seemed like the cost of everything went down, but also my money went down. I was maybe making 10% of 15% of what I was before, but I was still, if I balanced it just right, I could pay for what I had to have.
Okay.
I couldn't have any research, and since I couldn't keep a transport alive anyway, I just turned the transports off completely.
Because screw it.
I was still able to buy. I was still able to buy crew, and I was still able to afford, you know, all of my ships and even repair them, albeit maybe a month slower.
Look at all these Swedish battleships. Holy crap. The Swedes have a serious... Jesus Christ. All right, let's go take them.
Oh, and my army logistics tanked.
Oh, I bet they did.
I was playing whack-a-mole with Mexico, and I couldn't keep up with it. They were taking territories from me faster than I could take them from them.
Ouch.
Because they would launch a land invasion, and it would be 0% the first turn. Second turn, it would be anywhere from 55 to 72%, and then the third turn, it would succeed.
Wow.
Yeah, that fast.
Holy crap. I've noticed since, you know, at least in this game, it's been a lot harder in the Spanish campaign to keep my transports alive than when I was doing Austro-Hungarian. I don't know if they changed something, or because even when I was really spread out, it was hard to keep my transports alive, but not that hard. But now it's just, I mean, I'm losing you know, 5, 10, 15% a turn. They're just chewing me up.
Yeah, I think they did something with how, you know, with transport's ratings, but I think in the same token, they also made it to where you can survive, you know, if you're willing to make, you know, pay the price and do the things.
Yeah.
Uh, as long as you have, you know, basically even with a 0 transport cap. And I wasn't, unless I, you know, was pushing to get some extra crew. I wasn't even getting the whole, you know, you can't pay for everything, you know, lose 50 prestige and get enough money to survive the month. I wasn't even getting that penalty.
Right on.
It was nuts.
Well, I've got so much Navy prestige that doesn't matter that much, but you know, the
Yeah, I'm wondering if that would be the next thing they go after.
Alright, there we go. We're just gonna. I was gonna do a single. Oh. Wow, that's a lot of ships. Holy shitballs. Alright, we're gonna largely keep my distance for now. 'Cause I don't even have my guys organized. I can't even look at all these ships across the top of the screen. Holy crap. Sweet Jesus.
Wonder if it will beat my number from today.
I don't know. I'm still trying to get my ships organized.
Mexico had 161 ships.
Jesus. Alright, I just want to see how far they're...
Oh yeah, that looks like a Mexico fleet. Good grief.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and stay 10 kilometers away if I can, and...
I don't know, with 16 ships you may have enough ammo to get through that.
I mean, the problem is I really don't want...
you may not.
I really don't want to be shooting at... I want to be taking out battleships with my big guns. I can't even find the battleships in here. There's just so 13 kilometers away versus 7. There's 11 kilometers. Alt shift. There, just... I mean, I don't really care what capital ships they shoot. I just want them shooting capital ships with the big guns. Oh my fucking god, look at that. Holy crap. I mean, they're getting om-nom-nommed pretty good. Alright, so... Well, I'm just going to do a drive-by and hope that I can kill them before they get close enough to torpedo some of my guys, because I really don't want to deal with... dodging a bunch of torpedoes. And a lot of these are my comfy chairs, which have turned out to be pretty badass. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to turn around and do a second... do a second pass. Although I'm tearing stuff up so quickly over here. I mean, maybe these guys have all basically gotten just wiped out. I mean, there's a few of them, but... Wow. Maybe I'll just maybe I'll just circle their fleet like I normally do.
Circle them like a school of piranha and eat them.
That's kind of, I guess, what I'm going to do. I mean, because the back of my fleet hasn't even gotten past them yet. I can't even select targets. This is nuts, but they're dying really fast. But a lot of it's just small ships. Yeah, my captains do like to ram torpedoes. I mean, thank goodness I've got the radar, so I've got the long-range accuracy. It makes a big difference on this. Although I probably need to get a little closer because I need to conserve ammo. So I need to make sure I'm hitting my shots. Can't even see the range to targets because of all the dead ships on my screen. Look at that. The tail end is just now coming, passing the... I mean, these guys are still spread out a little bit, even though I've got a tight formation. Oh, this guy is screwed. I want to see what their battleships are even like. What do you guys have?
What's their torpedo range? Maybe you can see a little closer.
About 5-6 kilometers to be on the safe side. Mark II guns, 10. This is an old. That's is that a British or is that a German design? What is that? That's a weird. I wish they would tell me what hull it was. That would be really cool if I could see what hull it was. I mean, their armor's not that great. They're targeting the Conic 1. I mean, it's these are Mark 1 6-inch guns and Mark 2 10-inch guns. Alright, well, let's... Battleships back on the menu, boys.
Nom, nom, nom.
I have a feeling that by the time I get my new cruisers ready, there's not going to be much of an enemy fleet to fight. But a lot of it is I've just got so many ships to maintain and repair, like so many different types, that I want to just scrap out a lot of the older stuff that I don't care about. Just from a management standpoint, because I don't want to be spending, hours and hours retrofitting all these different ships. Some of these torpedo boats and stuff are going to get away before I can circle around and get them. How fast is he? He's going 28 knots, so I'm going to have trouble catching him. Yeah, he's like getting the fuck out of there. He's like, oh, screw this. But I want to get this group of battleships here before I run out of ammo. Oh, man. Yeah, this is just, look at all that. This is not healthy for them. This feels kind of like clubbing baby seals. Like very slow moving baby seals, but a lot of them all at once. It's not a matter of can I win the battle, it's can I win the battle before I run out of primary armament ammo.
You may be running out of secondary ammo.
I got a lot. Well, that is true. Alright, let's om nom nom our way back to these guys. On the bright side, the lag's basically gone.
Killed your way through the lags through the lags.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't be able to stay up too late tonight because I've got to take a nap, and then I'm gonna go back to the office at stupid o'clock in the morning. My overnight tech has kind of a leg injury, and I want to sort of be there to help him a little bit because he keeps pushing himself too hard and then fucking up his leg. So I want to make sure he's okay. Poomp. I think all that's really left is for me to go catch that that torpedo boat. I think all the rest of these guys are basically sunk. There he is. Hello there, buddy. I just want to be your friend.
I don't think you're being truthful with that last ship.
No, I'm really not. It'll only hurt for a little bit. No, I'm being his friend by liberating him from the shackles of communism. 88 of them.
My hero? Question mark?
Yeah, see? There we go. Just like how the Inquisition would, you know, liberate witches by burning them at the stake to free their souls.
I wasn't expecting the Spanish Inquisition.
No, nobody ever does, really. Alright, so here we go. We've got... now this will be an interesting fight. I've got, you know, 2 of my paladins, plus a captured, you know, Rhode Island that I refitted, and then just some second stringer stuff. I don't really know if I even want to keep these destroyers around. I mean, I guess I could. Let's go see how this turns out. What kind of destroyer you want me to make, Slav? Oh. Uh-oh, I accidentally clicked off the chat. Okay, let's see what we got here. So, let's go group all you boys together. Now the problem is that some of these guys, 26, 26, 28, 25, 28, 28. So it's Rhode Island's a little on the slow side. I've got all these destroyers I don't really know what I want to do with. I mean, they've got some firepower. I guess I could keep them around. Although realistically, these guys don't really have a lot to offer, but we'll see. Alright, so what kind of battleships do you have? You have... Those look very French with the little inset turrets and stuff. 1.1s, they've got okay-ish kind of armor. Yeah, alright. Hey, Blue Crab. Now, before I build any destroyers, I've got to get my cruiser situation sorted out. Because I definitely need my cruisers. That battleship's getting knocked around pretty good. Ooh. That kind of hurt. Alright, no more battleship. What are we gonna take out next? Now, he's got another battleship is the problem. Let's go pop you. Let's do kind of a big old drive-by on him. And hopefully we can do enough damage to take him out. Not everybody's listening. They're all kind of starting to choose their own targets now. What's the range on your torpedoes there? I don't trust you. Oh, garbage. Ooh, that battleship's taking it bad. Alright, so. No, the possum was super chill. He was just kind of hanging out with us last night, following this homeless dude around. And then the possum decided to come over and check us out. And then he got under Kristoff's car and we couldn't find him, so we thought he'd gone up into the engine. No, he's a really friendly possum. We used to, there used to be this drug dealer who lived on the corner in my neighborhood, and he was always causing trouble. And my friend's dog was always killing these possums, and we could never figure out quite what to do with it. So one day we just started putting the possums in the guy's Mustang, because, you know, he was a drug dealer, and he'd always leave his car unlocked, so we'd just, you know, fill it with dead possums until he eventually moved. Except he never moved. I guess one day he tried to shoot a cop, and he got hit by the cop car and ended up in jail. But, you know, same difference. But, yeah, no, we had a lot of fun putting possums in his car. I don't know why he'd leave his Mustang unlocked. Probably because he was high all the time. But, you know, it's mostly because he tried beating up my friend Jim, and we all got pissed. So, you know, we just started giving him dead possums. Because Oklahoma has a lot of possums, and they're not always alive when you find them. Tell you what, these Paladin battleships are they still got it. Bonk. That was a nice bonk.
You know why God created possums, don't you?
Hmm.
So that rednecks could have possum on the half shell. Oh, actually, that's why he created armadillos, so they could have a possum on the half shell.
Oh no. Yeah, my neighbor down the street used to have this big ol' Shar-Pei called Anton, and Anton loved killing possums. He's good at it too. Maybe not the brightest dog in the world, but boy could Anton kill possums. And so we always had a surplus of
He
dead.
had a skill, and he marketed it.
That's right. And we always had a surplus of dead possums, and so we were always having to find use for them, because you don't want to let a dead possum go to waste. Let's make sure everybody's targeting the battleship, please. There we go. Daka, 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 daka. Daka, 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 daka. Ooh, that, he went down a lot faster than I thought he would. Alright, well, so much for that fleet. Yeah, we're sort of at that stage in the game where my ships are overpowered enough that it's just a matter of time to sort of roll through things. You know, I don't want to be... Yeah, I lost so many transports. West Mediterranean, Southeast Asia, Central Mediterranean... Sweden. Sure. So we have that one, and then we have this other... Alright, well... I don't know if I have enough, Do I have enough ships to... So that's 73,000 tons. They're fine. This one's going to be 190. You know what? I might... at 6 turns... I think that maybe you guys are going to have to just get over here. It's 4 turns. I really want to send those guys west, but there's just so much to do over here, so I guess we'll do this. Thought I had more, I got these guys here, so let's... Naval invasion. This is Northern Russia was what I have to take over, I think, right? Yeah, Northern Russia. Because that'll... Once I take Northern Russia, that eliminates these ports, so they can't... Because the big thing with Russia is they're easy to box in. So we're going to do that. North Sea, this says 452,000 tons. Hold on a minute, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So... I mean, so that's a lot of tonnage there. 289,000, or 289 million. The problem is these ships here are not very good. I mean, these are all like soft cushions and stuff, and I really don't want to get these guys into big knockdown, beat out fight. So I really do want to send these guys out here. Stick with my original plan. But I need tonnage to take care of stuff there. I don't have a lot of stuff here, though, is the thing. I'll send those guys. I need to send some dudes from over here. Those are 4 light cruisers. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a bunch of these light cruisers up this way just to kind of deal with stuff. That's going well. That's 58,000 tons. That's 33,000 tons. I feel like I'm missing a lot of my tonnage, unless it's all just over here. Unless I just send these battleships over, but they're gonna get spanked. So how many turns? That's going to be 6 turns. That's going to be 6 turns. I need to get some tonnage up there, but I don't know where I'm going to pull it from. Unless I send just a lot of my guys. I got 50,000 tons here, and I got... That's where I'm getting it from, right there, baby. Right here. Alright. Six turns. Alright. That's where I'm going to get the tonnage from. Alright, we got the invasion's going to happen up there. We got this battle here. Oh, nice little... This will be an easy battle. Alright, good night, Blue Crab. Thanks for hanging with us. And we're planning on doing Mech Warrior tomorrow night, so I'll be doing that. I guess, JP, the question is, should I go for the full map clear on this one, or does there come a point where I'm like, screw it, I've basically won?
Well, you've already done a full map clear, so it's not like it's imperative. I guess it would be just go until it's too annoying to go anymore and start over. Not any fun.
Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely fight the Soviets.
It's like my China one I just finished. You know, I was absolutely going to stick around in that one because I wanted to get that almost 50,000 ton torpedo boat out there and, launch 100 torpedoes at a fleet.
Yeah, I guess when it's a blob of ships all clustered up like that, just firing a flotilla of torpedoes isn't bad.
Yeah, you got a fleet of 50 coming at you going against the one ship, and it's like, you can't shoot us all. Wanna bet?
I kind of thought about doing a campaign where I basically don't do any diplomacy.
Where you what?
Where I basically don't do any diplomacy. Or at least I don't do any diplomacy to make people, I don't ever try to improve relations.
Never make people like you.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a Russia campaign and just not do diplomacy. Or just do only heavy cruisers. Although I think I need battleships also. Alright, so these guys, this is going pretty well. I got the naval invasion going.
I don't know, you can get a 12.9-inch gun on a heavy cruiser.
11,
well,
11,
hold on a second. Does
11.9.
Does heavy cruiser include battle cruiser?
Maybe.
It's just a big cruiser.
It is sort of a big cruiser. Alright, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'm going to cycle the turn. I'll be right back. Give me a minute. I'm back. Huh. That's interesting. So I could always... No, I don't have enough victory points on them to grab a lot of terror. We're just going to keep on fighting them. We're gonna kick their ass is what we're gonna do. More Sweden? Are we... How many Swedens are we going to attack? So that's 100,000 tons, or that's 100% there. So we got this one here. We need 46,000 tons. I mean, maybe I pull. Do I have any other? I've got these guys. It's only 32,000 tons. There's 50,000 here. Alright, so how are we going to do this? I need tonnage to go take stuff out. And these guys need to fight. I could probably fight with these light cruise. Well, that's 47,000 tons. That's the Missouri. And the Missouri's a badass ship. Texas, not so much, but it's got just that big single derp gun. And these guys... You know what? Alright, here's what we're going to do. You guys are going to go up here. These are all good ships. I don't really want... Have you guys all go up here. I'll send them further. And then these two battleships can get into some fights, but they're not fast enough to catch all this stuff, is the problem. I could fight them with my light cruisers. We've got a bunch of stuff up this way. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have you guys, it's only 25 knots. And I really don't want to lose the Texas. But let's... You're going to... Who do I want to fight where? That's the question. I don't have enough resources. These guys are very fighty. But they're not so much. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to have you boys... You boys are going to... Oh, you know what I could do? I could have my battleships form a little group to kick some ass. I could send all these guys back. Because they don't really matter that much. Alright, here's what we're going to do. You boys are going to go... here. And then we're going to take the other guys and we're going to have you go here. Except for my battleships. Actually, the Paladins go 28. The Mississippi. So we're just gonna have these two battleships. There we go. And then you boys here. They're only 25 knots. You go get into a fight over there. And these guys, who are fast, please hunt down that light cruiser. Alright, so this is probably okay enough. Do I have any more naval invasionings to do? No, and I don't really want to deal with any of that other stuff. I really don't want to war with Japan right now, so we'll just hang out. Alright, here we go.
One other thing that they've patched up, the 1955 is now a hard end.
1955 is a hard end?
65.
Okay.
Yeah. Even if you're at war and have invasions in progress, it still stops.
That's fine. Oh, we found a... Let's go get that. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna go chase that guy down. Getting radar first is so useful. Ooh! Right through the deck. Wow. Right through the deck. Front and back, and holy crap. Alright, here we go. This will be a nice fight. I think if I were to do another campaign, I would put a much stronger emphasis on protecting my transports. And I'd probably organize my fleets differently. I think instead of having dedicated invasion ships like I did this time, I would still build everything for fighting. And naval invasions would be more of a secondary concern.
I heard someone else saying that with the way the current patches are, it's better for your economy if you let the computer design your starting fleet. So I did that with this particular campaign I'm in, and immediately, as soon as my transport capacity was up to 100%, I started a refit program.
Yeah,
I just had happy with me for 2 years.
No, I don't think I would. I don't think I trust the computer design my ships. Plus, I want my ships to be very specific. What? I didn't say you could change targets. What are you doing? I want you to shoot the battleship, please. I know you don't want to, but we're going to turn around. We're going to go after that battleship. Yeah, this Texas is such a derpy ship. It has a single gun in the middle. It's kind of like a tank, with this single gun having almost a 360 coverage area. So I put a single twin 13.9-inch gun on an 8,000-ton ship from 1890.
Very nice.
Alright, so now I would like my secondary guns to please fire at destroyers. I don't really need the main guns firing at destroyers, but whatever, we'll kill destroyers. Killing destroyers is always a good idea. Yeah, I don't get to decide what transports get armed. Ouch! I don't decide what the transports get armed with, but I do get to decide my invasion ships. I've been arming them pretty heavily. I think the big difference that I'm going to make is the invasion ships don't need to go as fast. Ouch. Ouch. How do you guys have that are hitting me so hard? Oh, 11.2-inch guns. Well, that would do it. bonk. The problem is I really need a large number of ships, and I'd rather, ouch, deal with smaller task forces. I really don't like controlling huge flotillas of ships. It's annoying.
I am finding that I enjoy 4 of each hull with maybe 6 destroyers in a fleet. So 4 battleships, 4 cruisers or battle cruisers, 4 light cruisers, and then 4 to 6 destroyers is my perfect fleet.
Do you have them in a single battle line, or do you have them in separate groups? Oh, there's some flash fires.
Separate groups by class.
Now, do you control them all manually, or do you have the smaller ones screen, or how do you do that?
I start off with them in screen, so they just stay together, and I usually put the cruisers or battle cruisers in follow on the battleships. And when I find the enemy fleet, I send the light cruisers up one side of the fleet, the destroyers up the other side of the fleet. I turn the battleships laterally, and then when the heavy cruisers get to the point where they're about to make that same turn, I cut them loose, let them get a little closer, and then turn them the opposite way of the battleships. So I have 2 sections going around each side and just circle the enemy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why the enemy gets all clusterfucked together. Unless it's just because my ships are always a lot faster than theirs are.
I think they try to react to whichever ships are closest, and it seems to work especially well once you get them going in one direction, and then your fleets are working, both sides. They will sometimes just tend to flip out and go after the ships that get closer to them, so they get very disrupted. I'm confusing the enemy admiral.
Well, that worked pretty well. And I might try a more torpedo-centric strategy in the future. Especially if I decide to do only heavy cruisers, then I would need torpedoes take on the enemy battleships. That guy's kind of small. Let's go hunt his butt down. We'll clear out the Mediterranean pretty quick.
Heavy cruisers can be pretty good torpedo boats, especially in the mid. Once you get to the mid game, get out of those early holes that you can't put deck torpedoes on.
Yeah.
Far enough, it is possible to put, 2 or 3 twins or triples on a lot of those older ships.
Yeah. No, I've got, once I get double turrets for light cruisers, I start to really get nasty with them. And I just squeeze on a lot of just small a lot of these small guns and just start tearing things up. Part of the problem I face is that when doing torpedoes, the enemy is just so good at dodging torpedoes that it's hard to really... I was kind of thinking of doing underwater torpedoes and just get my cruisers up close to a battleship, broadside them, but it's hard to get that close without getting killed, because cruisers are just kind of squishy. I lost more than I'd like. And 75, that's not awful. Go build that. Task force. Hey, look. Nice. Let's go get into a big fight with my 2 paladins. And I like these early, like the Battleship 2s and stuff like that, even though they don't have a lot of space for gun turrets. You know, I can put 2 nice turrets on them. And they're still pretty good overall. You know, they've got these 2 13.9s, and they're not bad. I've thought about doing an only battleship game. Just turn all of my old battleships into effectively cruisers.
I had a blast going on a limited, basically limited myself on new designs. I only did one design of each hull type every 15 years. And if I wanted other ships to work with and tweak, I had to get them from the enemy.
Okay. Now this is interesting. They're trying to swarm me. Let's see how... What's your... Oh, you got short torpedo range. Yeah, the big thing is just taking out the advanced people before they can... Ouch. That's gotta... Bet he felt that. Take them out before they can... before they can cause you too much trouble. With their torpedoes and whatnot. And I love how I have this little anti-small ship array on the back, where I've just got these 6... these 6 triple guns, and just all the little... I've just got all these little ships, or all these little guns just take out their small ships.
Yeah, it doesn't have to, be big guns at both ends. You can really stack up the aft deck of some ships with smaller guns.
Sometimes I do that, where I'll have some big guns up front and just a bunch of small DACA in the back, or just have the guns up on a little barbette, so I can just stack a bunch of small stuff around it.
Yep. I think I'm going to try, those step down aft deck cruisers, or battle cruisers.
Yeah.
Once I get to four main gun turrets, I'm going to put 8 guns forward, and then just see how many I don't know, 6 or 8 inches I can get on the aft.
Well, it depends on what you're worried about. If you're fighting lots of little ships, having all these small guns is useful. But the small guns are only useful because these guys don't have good torpedo tech, and I can get in close and just brawl them down with all this fire. Huh. But when the torpedoes have the longer range, then you need the longer range guns to pick them off at 10, 12 kilometers, 15 kilometers. But like right now, just picking at these little ships, it's working pretty good. But yeah, I really like these early battleships make really nice cruisers later on. Although it's hard to get them going as fast as I'd like.
Did you play it back in the day where they had set the basically the penalties for having too big of an engine, and people could make, if they were willing to spend their tonnage, they could make a 50 knot dreadnought or a 60 knot light cruiser?
Yeah. I used to take the on America. There's small battleships that you get early on, and I could get those going pretty stupid fast. You know what I might do? Is if I, for my torpedo boats, or whatever ship I'm going to put torpedoes on, have those be the screening vessels, because then the AI is better at kind of setting up the torpedo shots.
That's a good idea.
On the other hand, the efficient gunfire. I mean, you only really need the torpedoes for the big ships. Something hit me. I'm definitely starting to fade now. And I'm almost out of tea.
Well, that's a bad thing.
Well, I need to take a nap because probably about 3, 4 in the morning, I'm going to go back into the office. My overnight tech kind of messed up his leg and keeps pushing himself too hard. And so I'm going to...
You have somebody working at the shop 24/7?
Most of the time, yeah. Because techs are antisocial, so a lot of times they'd rather... So my guys get paid by the project, so I don't care when they do the work. Well, it depends. It depends on the guy. I have different contracts with each of my guys. But with my Mac and laptop guy, he's a friend of mine. He likes to do a lot of. He's basically an independent contractor. He likes to do a lot of stuff. Fucking storm. But they have short torpedo ranges, so we'll violate my cardinal rule of thou shalt not fight during a storm. And anyway, he's antisocial sometimes. And so he likes to work in the evenings or overnight. And that way he's available in the daytime to do stuff if he has to. And nobody bothers him. Also surprises the hell out of anybody who tries to break in the store at nighttime.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We had this one guy, this is a long time, it was probably 10, 15 years ago. He heard that we don't always turn on the alarm at night. So he had stolen a set of keys from one of my elderly, one of my friends was working with me. He was kind of, not elderly, but he was older, an older guy. He was in his, 60s or so. Bad health, and so this kid lifted his keys and thought that he would be all slick and back his truck up to the front door of the store, use the keys to get let in. And because he thought the alarm wouldn't be on, so he comes on into the store, thinking he's going to go rob us. There's like 5 of us inside who are all armed, and that didn't work out very well for him. He got arrested. Here's some little.
He got off easy.
Well, what happened was this guy had wanted a job. We tried him out, and then we caught him popping pills in the back on his first day. He wanted to be a cell phone repair contractor for us. I don't know what it is about people who fix cell phones popping pills, but anyway. So, and he heard, he figured out that we weren't setting the alarm at night. Well, the reason we weren't setting the alarm is because, we still had people there working overnight, and there were a bunch of us there. But like tonight, so I've got one of my techs is going to be there, working late, and then I also have, some of the guys are watching movies. They're doing, it's October, so they're doing like Halloween movie marathons and whatnot. So, now it's a little more obvious that we have, because the tech area is all enclosed by like steel doors. You can't really see into it, but the lobby area you can see in. So I mean, it's obvious that there's people inside right now, but it wasn't always obvious before. But yeah, a lot of the guys would just hang out, watch movies at night, or do whatever. Really don't want to be that close. Alright, so see if I can weave in between these sinking ships without catching my guys on them. Sometimes they're a little bit stupid about how they path. Oh, there we go. That worked. When I finish my tea, I go to bed. Yeah, no, we had this. What happened was we'd hired this, or we were trying out this guy, who wanted, who was a cell phone tech, and so on his first day on the job, we gave him like a trial basis. Come in on a case by case basis. We'll try you out. So on his first day on the job, he passed out in the back with a pizza in his hand, kind of sitting up, leaning back, and he had a bunch of pills on him. And so I'd called his uh, I had his wife's contact number, and I called her, and so she ended up sending a tow truck to go grab his car, and the tow truck driver just, we just carried him and put him in the passenger seat of the tow truck. The tow truck driver's pretty cool, and the wife confirmed that that he was probably doing something, and I mean, he was doing something he shouldn't have been doing, and so he only lasted a day, and then he tried breaking into the office a couple weeks later.
That's just stupid.
Well, sometimes we get some dumb people. We had this guy come in once, this big old dude, and he comes up and he's like, "Give me all your money." And I'm like, "You got a gun?" And he's like, "No." He kind of looked at me, and this guy was, big old fat hillbilly-looking guy, and it's like, "You got a knife?" And he's like, "No." And I was like, it's against store policy to get robbed by people who don't have the courtesy to bring a weapon. And I'm like, why should I give you my money? He's like, "So I'm bigger than you, boy." And I'm like, I got like 3 guys in the back, right? And so the guys came out in the back, and we used to have a walk-in freezer in the back of the store, because it used to be an ice cream shop before I took over the place. And so we locked him in the walk-in freezer. We roughed him up a little bit, and we locked him in the walk-in freezer. I called the cops, like, "Hey, it's Mark from Norman Computers again. We got another one." And so we locked him. This hillbilly guy was just stupid, and I guess he didn't realize that we're all armed, because I mean, it's a computer shop. And most of the people
in Oklahoma.
Yeah, in Oklahoma. It's a business in Oklahoma, where I think I'm the only non-veteran there, right? So Mike and Chris and Ed are all veterans. Well, I guess Christoph's not a vet. He's just big. But at the time, he wasn't working for me. But no, I had a bunch of guys. They're all so we actually had this guy come in once with a gun. We were having he was, I guess he had just gotten out of prison for trying to kill his wife, and the first thing he did was look for his wife, and he chased her down the street. He had a little revolver, and she was a rather healthy woman. So I was kind of impressed that she was able to run so fast so far, but I guess she was highly motivated. And so she ran into the office, and she's like, "Oh my God, my husband's trying to kill me." And so I yelled to Andy, "Andy, go grab the insurance policy." So Andy's tossing me the AK just as he's coming in with his revolver. And so he's got his, he's kind of like your stereotypical looking, like, scrawny skinhead crackhead looking guy wearing a wife beater shirt. He had this little 5-shot revolver. And, here I am with an AK with a 100-round drum, because Andy put the 100-round drum on for some reason. And yeah, so it was on sale. The guy when I bought the rifle at the time, I don't have the rifle anymore. I since lost it in a tragic boating accident. But at the time, at the Wanamaker gun show, this guy was trying to one of the vendors was packing up to leave and had this really nice H&K sniper rifle, and this other vendor wanted to get it, but he's $150 short. So I told him, "Hey, I've got $150. And so, so I got this AK, and I got some magazines, some ammo, and the guy tossed in a 100-round drum, because honestly, it's kind of crap. It doesn't, it jams a lot. It's not very, the drum for the AK is not very good. The 30-round magazine's a lot better, in my opinion. But anyway, yeah. So this little crackhead motherfucker comes in the store, and we've got a chasing his wife. We've got a land party going on. So he comes busting on in. There's 8 of us, and we're all armed. And he didn't. He got arrested. He was actually very polite. Some of these crackheads are really polite, and he politely laid down on the ground until the cops got there. And
Hey, it was better than getting shot.
oh yeah, it's like, this is obviously the wrong establishment. And I'm like, yep, sure is. So no, it's just having a computer business is fucking crazy. This has been a really crazy. Look at all these conquests I've got going on here.
That's one thing I've noticed with the new patches. The number of conquests has just gone through the roof. Because whoever you're at war with,
Their allies
their
will.
allies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. So these cruisers, these light cruisers, I think I'm gonna send you boys up to. You're doing fine. Oh, man, I'm not gonna get anybody there in time. 117,000 tons. I'm actually going to send you up here just to kind of get that dealt with. That's going well. These battleships took care of business. You still have guys there. These guys are going to kind of do their thing. I think where's he heading to? He's going to be there in 2 turns. He's going to be in there in 5 turns. I might need to just send these guys up to here to help that out. I hope I can get people up here fast enough. He's going to be there in 2 turns. That's only 117,000, but that'll at least help the clock out. Alright, yeah, Slav, you take care.
Slav.
I need to go to bed also, because it is late and I have to work in a few hours. But I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope everybody had a good time. I will try to be on... So tomorrow night's going to be Mech Warrior night. And then I'll because wait. No, tomorrow's... What day is tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday. So tomorrow I'm going to be... Yeah, Mech Warrior Saturday. So Thursday and Friday, I'm going to be trying to do more Ultimate Admirals. Saturday's definitely Mech Warrior. Friday might be Mech Warrior, depending on what we do. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. I probably won't play in the morning, because I'm probably going to be working early. But we'll just kind of see. You know, lately I've been needing my sleep. But I hope everybody had a great time, and I will see everybody later. And y'all take care. How are my ships doing?
Have a good night, Bob.
Transports are doing all right. All right, good night. Good night, JP. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Good night.